I'm Rachel from Parenting Central. I think that the Ergobaby Omni range is hands down the best baby carriers when it comes to forward facing. Okay, so now that I've taken it off, I'm just going to show you how to set up for forward facing with the Ergobaby Omni carrier, because I see people using these wrong all the time, and I get that it's instinctive to want to put the Velcro tabs back into that center position to narrow the panel for those legs to come forward. But the great thing about this, the key thing about it, is the fact that even in forward facing, there was room for that knee to knee support. So it's really important that wherever this is already set up for your baby, when they are facing you, you want to leave those alone. That is absolutely perfect. Do not touch those. Where you want to make that adjustment is actually in the front part of the panel. And with the Omni Breeze, they've made it even more streamlined. It's exactly the same feature on the Omni 360, but they've hidden it even more, and I feel like people are going to lose this feature as well. It looks great, but they're not maybe going to notice that there is actually a little slider here on the inside. So this is what takes it from that inward facing carry position where that panel curves in towards you to the forward facing carry position where it's going to tilt and allow Bubba's legs to come forward while still providing them that support. So that is why it's designed the way that it is. It's also why this is more expensive. There is a lot going on with this panel to give you that forward facing feature. So I'm going to put the waistband on. I like to have it fairly high on my waist as long as the Bubba's not going to end up in my face. And personally, when I'm setting up for forward facing, I like the straps not super loose, and actually prefer to have this undone. Completely up to you if you prefer to use the t-shirt method where you would have that buckled up and the shoulder straps looser. But personally, I prefer just a little bit loose so that I can still make some adjustments and having that undone. But whatever works best for you, that's actually not the most important tip that I'm going to show you. So you're going to pick up baby, you're going to just sit them onto the top of that panel, you're going to lift the panel up between their legs. This is why I like to have these a little bit shorter, just because then there's less likely that I'm going to hook it onto a leg and get myself a little bit confused. Then just pop your arm through, swap over, grab your other arm, and then if you feel comfortable doing so, take your hands off your Bubba, reach up and buckle up that strap. I can't even find it, I needed this one a little bit looser. And then buckle up that strap. So when I let go, I actually keep tension here, come back to my baby, and then give them a cuddle. So if you're comfortable doing it, do it that way. Otherwise, just do the straight up over the top, whatever works best for you. So now I'm going to do sort of a half tighten, just so there's not too much space, but I will make a final adjustment after I readjust my baby. I just want to have a little bit of room to move around in the carrier. So while we're nice and secure, but we're still a little bit floppy, I'm just going to put my hands underneath baby's bottom here. So between me and the carrier, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a scoop. So against my skin, now I'm between baby's bottom and the carrier, and then up to the front. So making a scooping motion. So scoop, and then wiggle, 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 wiggle with their bottom. You have to make that noise. It's very, very important. So wiggle their bottom down so that their bottom is now deep into the carrier, and then pick up the sides here and give it another little bit of a jiggle, and then we just adjust them and make sure that they are evenly positioned. When you're happy with that, lift baby up onto your chest from the bottom and just actually cup them back towards you. And then adjust that last little bit. So swapping arms, holding them in that position, give that a little bit of a pull down so you can make that last adjustment. And when you let it go, they should be nicely positioned. Obviously, your child will have knees and hips, so it will look actually a little bit better than this. I do find this doll is a little bit floppy on this leg specifically. This is the best demonstration that I can do. I'd love to do it with a real human baby, but unfortunately I don't have one, so this is all I have. Otherwise, I'd have to get my 10-year-old into it, and that might be a little bit uncomfortable. I'm going to show you why that M leg positioning is so important. So you can see here, this carrier is coming all the way up underneath baby's bottom. This supports all the way to the back of those knees, and that is how we are getting up into this high position for the knees. So knees are coming up, bottom is going down. What happens though if your baby's legs are down? So if their bottom is actually lifting up higher and their knees are pointing down, I'm just going to wiggle him so he's sort of not in that nice deep seat anymore. so that the knees are coming down lower. So I'm not sure if you can see the difference, but I can definitely feel the difference. What this has done is placed most of the weight right here in the middle of my back, because even though this doll only weighs about 5 kilos, presumably your child that is this size would probably be weighing about 10 kilos. You're gonna have twice the amount of weight pushing right into the middle of your back. Because now the legs are going down, that is going to pitch the weight a little bit further forward compared to when they are all the way supported to the back of the knees. And we give them a little bit of a scooch, so that will bring those knees up. You can see how the back comes back against me. Please feel free to ask me any questions about the Ergobaby Omni carrier or any other baby carriers that you would like to see me review. Just let me know and I'll always see what I can do. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe for more parenting product reviews and have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care.